السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. عاملين ايه يا شباب؟ هنكمل في الفيديو ده part 2 من كورس Combined Science Unit 653 part الخاص بالفيزيكس من بيبر أكتوبر نوفمبر 2024 paper 2 version 2. طبعا شكرا لمستر عبد المجيد في part 1 شرح الجزء الخاص بالبيولوجي والكيمستري. دلوقتي هنكمل part الفيزيكس. ورقة جميلة لطيفة فيها كم فكرة ممل. يلا نبدأ بأول سؤال. Question 28. A car is traveling on the straight road. The speed time graph for a part of its journey is shown. Indicating a speed time graph. The car start to move from here, from X to Y to Z, which will describe the motion of the car between X and Y and between Y and Z. Just describing. Point X at 0, 0, 0 speed, 0 time, that means object doesn't move. Object at rest, 0 speed. There is no motion at all. So we call point X origin point or rest position. While time starts to pass, speed also increasing. So at point Y, you're gonna find that speed has a magnitude now. So speed increased from 0 to any value. We have now changing in speed happen. This is changing in speed, so I'm gonna go for A or B. C or D shall be cancelled. Then, when the object reach Y, it moves to Z. While from Y to Z, it has a definite value of speed. Time passing, speed doesn't change, but it's a constant here, no increasing or decreasing in speed. That means speed is a constant in this case. So I'm gonna go for A. For not moving, there is a challenging question to A, which is draw the speed time graph with slope. Describe object at rest. يعني you're gonna draw speed time graph, speed and time, and tell me when object will be at rest, doesn't move. Draw it وحطها في الكومنتس أو على جروب التليجرام. For question 29, the extension load graph for a wire is shown. The extension load graph from A to B, B to C, C to D, which label the point represent the limit of proportionality of the wire. حضرتك في extension load graph, you're gonna see that hanged wire with the load exists. When load increase, extension X will increasing also. So load described as F. F for a force or weight, it's in a direct relation with extension. That all is Hooke's law, K equal F over X. Direct relation عادية خالص، وعارف ان direct relation described with a straight line. جميل. Then, when you increase more load, extension will increase also until a definite point. It cannot afford the load anymore. Load عندي while you more increasing the value of load or force, extension will be more till deformation happen. الديفورميشن اللي بيحصل معايا او الديستورشن اللي بيحصل معايا بيبقى ان الواير cannot afford the weight anymore. At this point, deformation happen for a wire. And then the straight line here that described between A and P, you're gonna see that the increasing is randomly here. So the point of proportionality is the point before deformation happen. ارجع للفيديو اللي فات هتلاقي ان انا قايل لك برضه ان هو before point of proportionality the wire obeys Hooke's law, but after that it will be random deformation. So I'll consider B as a point of proportionality. سؤال جميل محتاج بس يمكن نركز معاه في الكونسبت. Question 30. Question 30 says a flat door on the top of a submarine has an area 1.2 meters square. في مع حضرتك area للدور A symbol of area 1.2 meters square. Then the pressure of the water above the door of a submarine is 3 times 10 power 5 Pascal. So the pressure here in this case is 3 times 10 power 5 Pascal. That's from outside. And the pressure of the air inside the submarine is 1 times 10 power 5 Pascal. So في عندي pressure من inside equal 1 times 10 power 5 Pascal. What is the magnitude of resultant force on the door? بص معايا كده. حضرتك according to relation pressure equal force over area. Sorry. So force will be pressure times area. Now أنا معايا الاريا بس معيش البريشر. حضرتك هتستخدم البريشر الاوتسايد ولا الانسايد؟ لا هم while there is 2 against pressure I'll take the effective pressure. Effective pressure هنا from outside and inside أجيب الeffective اللي هو delta P. Delta P is 3 times 10 power 5 minus 1 times 10 power 5. On calculator it will be 2 times 10 power 5 Pascal. So now easy to calculate force. F will be pressure, which is 2 times 10 power 5 Pascal, times area, which is 1.2. The answer will be, I think, 2.4 times 10 power 5 Pascal. You can check by calculator. 2 times 10 power 5 times 1.2. The answer will be 2.4 times 5. This is the correct answer, which is B. حضرتك مسألة جميلة. أهم حاجة أنت تعرف إزاي تطلع given. تستخدم الجيفن ده صح. Outside inside the effective pressure. Then use it. Question 31. A force F acts on an object as it moves a distance d across a small surface. The energy of the object changes by delta E. Each equation gives the work done of the object by a force. بص يا جميل. حضرتك لازم تكون فاهم الانرجي as a definition. It's the ability to do work. So, work as a number, numerical value, it described as energy in a theory part. So, W and delta E here, they have the same meaning, same definition, and same unit. حضرتك الانرجي هي work. The work as a value can be calculated, described as energy. We both measured in Joule. So I'm gonna go for D. خلي بالك في Combined Science مش زي ال IG Physics. Combined Science هو محتاج أن تكون فاهم concept و theory أكتر. فالأمور سهلة، محتاج بس نراجع نتفرج أول بأول. Question 32. 3 beakers contain samples of the same substance. Same substance from the same matter. And the diagram indicates the molecular structure of a substance in each of the beaker. في عندنا 3 states of matter is same substance عندي. Which change of state represented by the arrow. By the arrow هنا the molecules close to each other but not arranged. But here it's arranged. So this must be solid, and this is liquid. From liquid to solid, it's freezing, and liquid to solid here. سهلة. Question 33. A room is heated by a heater on a wall. You have a heater and heater wire. Which statement describe what happens to the heated air just above the heater. Above the heater, اللي بيحصل والله أنا عارف إن the heated air start to expand. Expand means more volume. More volume, that means less dense. Less dense as this up. So this rising up خلينا نوريك convection current. Above that, less dense, but air moves up. Continue moving around the room till it cooled, then goes down, continue in a circulation here, and then this convection current. Convection current برضو من definitions اللي بتيجي كتير. فأنا خلاص عارف الكونسبت. which statement describe what happens to the heated air? The heated air becomes denser. لا طبعا denser cannot be. Less dense and falls. لا less dense طبعا must rises. So I'm gonna go for it. Question 34. A bread is toasted under a hot grill. Under a hot grill. جميل. What is the main part of the electromagnetic spectrum involved in transferring thermal? Involved in transferring thermal على طول نروح للإنفراريد. All electromagnetic waves, by the way, many of them has a thermal effect. But the most one is infrared radiation. Question 35. Sound wave is traveling at the speed 300 meters per second in air. This is the speed. The sound wave has a frequency of 7.5 kilohertz. So this is F frequency. What is the wavelength of the sound wave? والله أنا فاكر إن الرول بتاعت velocity equal frequency times lambda is a frequency and lambda is a wavelength. So حضرتك طالما عايز ال wavelength طب هي هنا timing goes F خلاص ال F هتروح الناحية التانية later. So lambda will be V over F. V 300 F 7.5 kilohertz. This is notation. كيلو 10 باور 3. تعالي نشوف. كده 300 and over 7.5 times 10 power 3. So the answer would be 0.04. Lambda will be 0.04 meter. Let's say it is centimeter, so I'll time it by 100. It'll be 4 centimeter. I'm gonna go for 8. خلي بالك اليونتس النوتيشن بتاع اليونت 10 باور كام؟ تفرق. Question 36. Question 36. A ray of light is incident on a plane mirror at an angle of 20. حضرتك plane mirror normal incident beam we can angle for instance 20 and here reflected bounce back by angle 20. What is the angle between incident ray and reflected ray? 20 and 20 gonna be 40 degree. ارسم. سهل على نفسك. السؤال حرفيا ما ياخدش اكتر من دقيقة معاك. في اسئلة ممكن تاخد more than 1 minute but it depends on you. لازم نعمل practicing كتير. حلو كتير. نشوف اللي بعده. Question 37. A thin converging lens is used in magnifying glass to view an object. Where is the object placed؟ حضرتك شرحنا زيها كذا مرة. magnifying glass. converging lens. ده شكل converging lens عندي. here من axis F to F F to F where object placed to make a magnifying place لازم يبقى less than F. يبقى الأوبجكت معاك كده أهو. here object refract passing F, second ray passing F. They will diverge here. Where are they gonna meet? On the same side behind a lens. The extension here will get magnifying objects. So for where is the object was to be placed? At F. Further than less than F. So further than two focal lenses طبعا لا. Exactly on a focal lens, on two focal lenses لا طبعا. Between one end of the two focal lenses from the lens that are close to the lens than the focal length. So we're gonna go for B. Question 38. Potential difference BD of 10 volts. So V10, let's use red. V is 10, and resistor produced current of 2 ampere. So this is the current. What is the resistance? Well, V equal IR. شرحنا زيها. R will be V over I. V is 10, I is 2, so R will be 5 ohms. Question 39. For wires are made of the same material, they have different lenses and different cross-sectional areas. واو. بحب الريشيو جدا جدا جدا. ما تستصعبوش. انت عارف الرول واشتغل. اشتغل ازاي في سؤال زي ده؟ تعال نشوف. حضرتك هو عايز smallest resistance. Which wire is the smallest resistance? So R in relation with. خلينا نجيب الرول من اولها. تعالوا نجيب الرول. R will be rho over L. Rho times L over A. Or with L is direct. A with R inverse. حلو. يبقى أنا محتاج to get the least resistance, so I need least length و highest area. cross-sectional area. مين هنا least and highest؟ أنا خلي بالك لما تلاقي إن في فاكتور معاك لازم تشتغل بإيدك، يعني عذرا لازم تشتغل ال4 choices مع بعض. أول واحد length for A. for A بص كده هي L over A حطها، بس حصل عندك إن ال L هي exists زي ما هي ال A over 2. ال 2 in denominator it will be denominator, so it will be 2L over A. دي أول حاجة. Then for B, let's go for B again. For B is L over A and no factors. I'll make no change. For C 2L over A will cross-sectional area A over 2. So حط ال L over A أول الرول الأساسية، بعديها شوف التشينج عندي حصل بإيه. ال L كانت 2L وال A هي A over 2. خلي بالك ال A denominator تطلع معايا denominator فوق، فهتبقى 2L over A with 2 denominator it will be time 2 times 2 will be 4L over A. ركز في الشغل. رقم واحد ممكن يضيع لك الدنيا. نشوف دي it says L over A عادي خالص. then ال L by 2 ال A no so it will be 2L over 2. أنا كده عملت الفاريبل عندي، الفاريبلز اللي موجودة 2 اللي موجودة حطيتها، أيا كان النمبر اللي هيديهولك حطه زي ما هو. أهم حاجة تكون فاهم الفكرة بتاعت إن الدينومينيتور والدينومينيتور، ويحصل عندك لو في أي فاكتور تاني المفروض إن هو يتضرب فيه. زين أعمل إيه بعد كده؟ عادي خالص أروح أشيل كل ال A و A مع كل ال وال A، هيتبقى لي 4 ال و A هيتشال هيتبقى 1 2 and 2. So the right option here which is the least value which is which is B. بص الشغل مش ازاي؟ لازم تشتغل بإيدك، تحل كتير. الموضوع ده زي ده، المسألة زي دي maximum 1 minute and a half. في أسئلة بتبقى أسهل، فأنا بخليني مركز في السهل، خلصه بسرعة، وأكون مركز في الأسئلة اللي محتاج شغل منها. Last question 40. Left westy orange. The diagram shows a circuit containing 12 volt battery, okay, 4 identical resistors, and a meter and voltmeter. 2 values of current are shown. يديك هنا current circuit عادية خالص، parallel circuit طبعا من النود دي. واللي بيحصل what is the reading what's the reading of a meter and what's the reading of voltmeter. طيب أنا عارف أكنوت point of branching current splitting, so 3 ampere total current 3 times 3 plus 3 it would be 6 ampere. So I'm gonna go for C or D, canceling A and B. Then about reading of this voltmeter. بص معايا حضرتك any branch in a parallel circuit must be equal to the same path. So as a battery 12, this branch, old branch will be 12 volt and this branch will be 12 volt. بس خلي بالك من حاجة، في two resistors R1 R2 R3 R4 التو resistor هنا in series linked مع بعض on the same pathway. So ولو انت فاكر ان في السيريس سيركت الفولتج عندي بيحصل له splitting، يعني let's say it's 8 volts, this lamp takes 6 volts, this one must be 2 volts. الفولتج عندي بيحصل له splitting initial difference في السيريس. So while this one branch has 12, that means ان الكرنت هو حصل splitting خلاص، الفولتج عندي بيحصل له splitting هنا، وبما انهم equal لبعض ف 12 over 2. This would be 6, this would be 6. So I'm gonna go for 6. With voltage here, it's only for one resistor. فكرة زي دي ما بيديش كتير، بس لازم نكون خلينا نبنها برضه. وبكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية البيبر اللي معانا فالسؤال question 40. هنكون في مرة تانية إن شاء الله مع فيديو جديد من IG نوفا وحل أسئلة الباس بيبر الخاصة بالcombined science وفول البيبرز إن شاء الله. We try as much as we can to provide all subjects. Good luck and السلام عليكم.